Welcome back, Truth Seekers, to another chilling episode on our channel, where darkness uncovers secrets and silence speaks volumes. Here, we dive headfirst into the shadows of the unknown, unmasking the veil of deception. Michael Ryan was born on May 18, 1960, in the sleepy town of Hungerford, England. From the outside, it seemed like he was born into an ordinary middle-class family. His mother, Dorothy, was a school caretaker, and his father, Alfred, was a shopkeeper. However, from the start, there was an eerie sense of isolation that surrounded Michael. As a child, Michael was introverted and had few friends. He preferred solitary activities like reading and spent most of his time alone. He was a quiet boy, which his teachers mistook for shyness. His academic performance was average, but he showed an unusual interest in military history and weaponry. When Michael's father died when he was just 16, the boy's life took a turn. His relationship with his mother grew more complex as he became more and more introverted and developed an unhealthy obsession with guns. By the time he was in his early 20s, he had amassed a collection of firearms and had become a regular at local shooting ranges. His fascination with weapons was seen as eccentric but harmless. Ryan had been issued a shotgun certificate in 1978, and on 11 December 1986 he was granted a firearms certificate covering the ownership of 2 pistols. He later applied to have a certificate amended to cover a 3rd pistol, as he intended to sell one of the 2 he had acquired since the granting of the certificate, a Smith & Wesson .38 caliber revolver, and to buy 2 more. This was approved on 30 April 1987. On 14 of July, he applied for another variation to cover 2 semi-automatic rifles, which was approved on 30 July. At the time of the massacre, he was in licensed possession of the following weapons: Zabala shotgun, Browning shotgun, Beretta 92 FS semi-automatic 9mm pistol, ZS Orso semi-automatic .32 caliber pistol, Bernardelli .22 caliber pistol, Type 56, 7.62 and 39mm semi-automatic rifle, a M1 Carabine .30 semi-automatic rifle. However, beneath the surface of the gun enthusiast, something darker was brewing. Michael was a loner, and he began to retreat further into his own world, spending hours alone with his weapons. He was seen as eccentric by his neighbors, but no one suspected the violent thoughts that were brewing inside his head. He was a ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. On August 19, 1987, the bomb did explode. Michael, armed with his collection of guns, went on a rampage in the town of Hungerford. He shot and killed 16 people, including his own mother, and wounded 50 more before turning the gun on himself. The massacre lasted for over an hour, with Michael moving through the town, shooting at anyone he came across. Ryan drove his silver Vauxhall Astra GTE along the A4 towards Hungerford and stopped at the Golden Arrow petrol station outside Froxfield. After a motorcyclist left the garage, Ryan attempted to shoot the female cashier but missed. He then entered the store and tried to shoot her at close range, but his rifle malfunctioned. Ryan left the scene and headed towards Hungerford. Arriving at his home in Southview, Hungerford, Ryan loaded his car with weapons, but encountered car troubles. Frustrated, he fired shots into the car's right side. Neighbors witnessed his agitated behavior before he returned indoors and fatally shot his dog. He then doused his home with petrol and set it on fire, destroying neighboring properties. Leaving his car, Ryan shot and killed Roland and Sheila Mason in their back garden. Continuing towards the town's common, he critically injured 2 more individuals. Marjorie Jackson was shot in the lower back while observing Ryan from her living room, and 14-year-old Lisa Mildenhall was shot multiple times in her legs and abdomen as she stood outside her home. Ryan smiled at Lisa before shooting her. Lisa survived, while Marjorie pulled Dorothy Smith into her home for safety. As Ryan walked towards the common, he encountered the family walking their dog. Kenneth Clemens raised his arms in surrender, but Ryan ignored it and shot him in the chest, killing him. Ryan then looped back to Southview and fired at PC Ranger Barrington, hitting him 4 times and causing a fatal crash. Linda Chapman and her daughter Allison were also targeted, with Allison suffering critical thigh wound. Linda reversed their car and drove to a local doctor's. Approaching Southview again, George White's car approached with Ivor Jackson as a passenger. Ryan shot White in the head, killing him immediately, and severely injured Jackson. White's car collided with Barrington's police car. Ryan proceeded along Fairview Road, killing Abdul Rahman Khan while he was mowing his lawn and injuring his neighbor, Alan Lepetit. Ryan also fired at an ambulance, injuring paramedic Hazel Hazlett. Ryan shot at windows and people on the street. His mother, Dorothy, arrived to find the chaos. She unsuccessfully tried to reason with Ryan and was shot multiple times. Ryan then wounded Betty Tolliday, who confronted him for the noise and ran towards Hungerford Common. The police were informed, but tracking Ryan was challenging. A police officer recommended the use of armed police due to the weapons Ryan possessed, which exceeded the capabilities of the local police station. Hungerford was policed by only 2 sergeants and 12 constables, and on the morning of the 19 August 1987, the duty cover for the section consisted of 1 sergeant, 2 patrol constables, and 1 station duty officer. A number of factors hampered the police response. The telephone exchange could not handle the number of 999 calls made by witnesses. The Thames Valley Firearms Squad were training 40 miles away. The police helicopter was in for repair, though it was eventually deployed. Only 2 phone lines were in operation at the local police station, which was undergoing renovation. The Hungerford Massacre, as it came to be known, shocked the nation. The peaceful town was thrown into chaos, and the country mourned the loss of innocent lives. Questions were raised about how someone like Michael, with no criminal record and seemingly no motive, could carry out such a heinous act. In the aftermath of the massacre, investigators revealed that Michael had been suffering from mental health issues. He had shown signs of paranoid schizophrenia, a condition characterized by delusions and hallucinations. However, these signs had been overlooked, and Michael had never received the help he needed. The tragedy of Michael's story lies not only in the lives he took, but also in the failures of the system to recognize and treat his mental health issues. His story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health and devastating consequences of ignoring it. The Hungerford Massacre led to significant change in British gun laws, making it more difficult for individuals to own semi-automatic firearms. While these changes came too late for the victims of Hungerford, they represented an important step towards preventing similar tragedies in the future. Michael Ryan's tragic story is a chilling reminder of the potential consequences of untreated mental illness and the devastating impact of gun violence. It underscores the importance of mental health awareness and the need for effective gun control measures. The legacy of the Hungerford Massacre is a poignant testament to the importance of these issues, reminding us all of the duty we have to protect and care for one another. So please, if you are facing mental problems, please do not be quiet about it. Seek out for help. Talk to a friend, a family member, or even better, a doctor. It is not weak to reach out for help. It is weak to not do so. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey through true crime stories. Remember to stay vigilant and always prioritize your safety. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more gripping tales and to help the algorithm. Stay curious, but also remember to respect the victims and their families. Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring the mysteries that lie beyond the shadows. Goodbye, truth seekers.